So when you're wholesaling, what you're doing is getting a property under contract to you and assigning the rights to that contract to a cash buyer who can close quickly. So you're not actually buying the property yourself, you're getting the property under contract and assigning that contract to another buyer. For me, you only double close when you're making at least like 15 to 20,000 plus. That's the only reason in my mind to really do it. When you're wholesaling and you get a property under contract to you, you might be wondering, well, what if I can't find a cash buyer for that property? What do I do? Do I have to buy it? Am I stuck with it? No, absolutely not. But you have to play this the right way, right? You don't want to dick sellers around and waste their time and tie them up for months upon end and tell them that you're going to do X, Y, and Z when you're really doing A, B, C. Be honest with sellers. Let them know, hey, I'm not the final decision maker. I do have partners involved with me on the deal. Typically, we'll do one out of three things. Either we'll buy the property and then fix it up and sell it, a fix and flip, or we'll buy the property, fix it up and rent it out, or we can bring in other investors and just sell the property instantly. Either way doesn't affect you. What we do, you still get your money. So if you get that property under contract and you can't find a buyer, you utilize the inspection period in your contract, and that is the inspection clause in your contract giving you the right to back out basically for whatever reason you want. You did further inspection into the property and you found, more damage. It's not even that, it's just your partners looked at the property, it wasn't acceptable. Pretty much the seller knows and you know that you can get out of that deal within that inspection period. So it's literally worded in the contract that closing will be in 30 days and buyer has 14-day inspection period to inspect the property, show it to contractors, show it to partners, do soil tests, do surveys, whatever. That's our time to do it, and we have every right to back out if we want in that time period. And you have to explain that to the seller, but it's completely reasonable, and you just have to work out a good amount of time with them that's going to be fair. And I always try to get as much time as possible, obviously, and the seller might want a little less time, or they might not care. So you can either word it as an inspection or a due diligence period. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. It serves the same purpose. So you get the property under contract to you. You have that inspection period to go out, try to find a cash buyer, show the property to the buyers, get them lined up with funding if you need to. That's it. So you have that inspection period to do whatever you have to do, find a buyer, assign the contract, or if you can't find a buyer, you cancel the contract or you renegotiate or try to get the inspection period extended to give yourself some more time. But typically 2-3 weeks is all you're really going to need to sell the deal, if it's a deal. So keep that in mind.
Okay, so I wanted to show you guys an example of the inspection clause in our contract. If you look at letter C, it says, if buyer determines in buyer's sole discretion that the condition of the property is not acceptable to buyer, buyer may cancel this contract by delivering a written notice of such election to seller prior to the expiration of the inspection period.
Guys, so inspection period is everything. Be honest with what you're doing with the seller. Let them know about the inspection period. You should be, going over the contract with them as well when you send it. And lock these deals up, guys. Come on. Leave me alone, 'cause I do way better when I'm on my own. I don't know what you gonna do when I'm gone. She like my heart in pieces, now it's torn. I know that I'm never coming back home. She like my heart in pieces, now it's torn. I swear that my heart, it probably need back.